Hey! Hey, Apple! Hey, Apple, hey!
What?
Hey! Hey, Apple!
What is it?
Hey, Apple!
YouTube stars that went downhill. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at YouTube stars that went downhill. Stay tuned till the end. More than 2 billion people use YouTube each month, and 500 hours of videos are added every minute. That's a big cry from the 18-second video that kicked off the whole thing. Its stars are multimillionaires. Ryan, an 8-year-old who earns $26 million in 2019, was the highest paid YouTuber in 2019. Year over year, the number of creators making 5 or 6 figures has climbed by more than 40%. Users used to earn a few £100s for mentioning things in their films. Now, through exclusive brand deals, they may earn hundreds of thousands, if not millions of pounds, and many people avoid discussing their earnings because it makes them less relatable. The number of watchers has also increased. It took the site 8 years to reach 1 billion monthly visitors and another 7 to reach 2 billion. There are 65% more channels with more than 1 million subscribers than there were a year ago, and the number of channels with more than 1 billion views has increased 5-fold in 3 years. The level of competitiveness has escalated as more money and eyes have entered the picture. What was once a hobbyist site has morphed into a mini Hollywood, with massive teams of employees churning out content for adoring followers. The demands of YouTuber life sweet younger producers and individuals in their 20s make up the site's largest population. When once teenagers may have dreamed of becoming pop stars, now they dream of becoming YouTubers. Many people discover that they can continue to create a high enough rate, even if only for a few years. Although the aesthetics of YouTube haven't changed all that much since it first began posting videos in 2005, the days of anyone with a camera and a wild idea being able to launch a popular channel are long gone. In the last few years, major developments have occurred. Changes to the platform algorithms enraged some major artists in 2016. The infamous YouTube adpocalypse came in 2017, and an update of the monetization regulations impacted the tiniest creators the hardest in 2018. In other words, building a name for yourself on YouTube is more tough than it has ever been, and staying on top is just as challenging. While it's tempting for producers to pull off all their difficulties in YouTube, there are a few more hurdles to overcome if you want to keep a large channel alive and thriving. YouTubers must adapt as social media trends shift and online attitudes shift, or they risk being left behind. The creators we're about to talk about ended up in the latter category. Some companies failed to capitalize on their visibility, while others just went out of business. We've never had a title quite like this before. This is about YouTube channels that started out strong but subsequently sank. YouTubers, on the other hand, are people, and channels are things. Here are some of the YouTube stars that went downhill. Number 1, Logan Paul is number 1. Logan Paul used to have a respectable channel, though it was difficult to watch due to his extreme vlogging skills. But on New Year's Eve 2017, while in Japan, he captured a dead body on camera at a woodland he dubbed the Suicide Forest, shot it, and laughed about it. He also made a joke out of it. He had a lot of backlash and difficulty as a result of it. This was his lowest period in his life since then. His channel has never been the same. He monetized his apology video because it looked meaningless. Following the one-of-a-kind scandal, YouTube altered its policies. He was involved in one of YouTube's most infamous scandals. Even after the apology video, he tased a dead rat and mocked it. He eventually chose to stop vlogging every day in order to focus on other endeavors. As I already stated, his channel was good at first, but things quickly deteriorated, and that is an understatement. Number 2, Smosh. For more than a decade, Smosh was one of the best and funniest but most popular YouTube channels with innumerable and entertaining antiques. But on June 14, 2017, founder Anthony Padilla announced that he was leaving Smosh and starting his own channel, which didn't grow nearly as huge with only 4.8 million subscribers compared to Smosh's massive 25.1 million, and the entire Smosh channel suddenly crumbled into an absolute disaster. Now, their videos aren't nearly as amusing or interesting, and they become more random, with only a few thousand views as opposed to the million the ones with Anthony grew. I'm glad I unsubscribed because there's no use in continuing to watch this channel, which has gone from a masterpiece to a mess. Number 3, Fred. What was once one of the most popular channels and the first to ever hit and pass 1 million subscribers, a skit channel about a character talking in a speed-up voice with anger management issues and situations with crazy parents. An original storyline didn't even make it through the first decade of views, and Lucas Cruikshank, the real guy who played the Fred character, decided to sell the Fred channel to kids on August 28, 2014, a day after the channel's 10th anniversary since its inception. The Fred channel has only received 2.93 million subscribers and is no longer functioning, not even by the kids who sold it to. It was even unsubscribed by me. Many people adored him while others despised him. But at the very least, he was more unique than many, if not all, of the YouTube channels available today. Number 4, Filthy Frank. The channel was founded by Joe G. Miller and quickly became one of the most popular YouTube channels, relying on skits and stories. During his stay on the channel, he gained 6.61 million subscribers, and after growing into music, but also having a neurological disease that resulted in recurrent seizures, he eventually left Filthy Frank after a little over 8 years, so it didn't even make it to a decade. He abandoned it and it perished as a result. I also unsubscribed from another channel. Filthy Frank had a valid reason for quitting and he was suffering from a medical condition. Number 5, Annoying Orange. What used to be one of the most popular comedy channels has sunk halfway through its current run in 2015, and the newer episodes aren't as fantastic as the previous ones. Annoying Orange is Satan disguised as an orange. I'm sure he says something like, la 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 la. Number 6, Hannah's Talking is number 6. What was previously one of YouTube's most popular comedy skit channels plummeted after TikTok star Andreas Lopez of the Lopez Brothers unexpectedly began dating Hannah. She now produces vlogs, which are quite generic to say the least, and have no more than 1, 2, or 3 things going on in them, as opposed to her skits, which had a lot more going on. Not to mention Hannah is 28 and Andres is 23 years old, even though they are engaged. On the other hand, Andres is Tony Lopez's brother who has a history of bigotry and sexual assault. Most people joined her channel in 2017, but she damaged it in September 2020, forcing them to unsubscribe. Number 7, Tana Mongoo is number 7 on the list. She always had issues, such as being a con artist, but when she launched TanaCon, an online fan convention named after her that was disorganized and took place at the Anaheim Marriott Suites, she could only hold 1,018 people and 5,018 tickets were sold to people too quickly in advance, and security measures forced everyone to torture, such as waiting in line for 7 hours in line. This resulted in 2nd and 3rd degree sunburns, which indicate a greatly increased risk of deadly skin cancers, and the attendees never met their idols. She also appeared to be laughing at a dead body there. It's a double whammy. It was the fan convention's equivalent of the Fire Festival debacle, and it's why Tana Mongoo cost such a steer. Number 8, Nicocado Avocado. He used to be a healthy vegan YouTuber, but his content fell out of favor as his mental health and physical health began to deteriorate, gradually transitioning to mukbangs, which were generally well received. From mid-2019 to the present, there has been a lot of backlash from other YouTubers and celebrities, which is most likely due to his mental health deteriorating as drama ensued. He continues to eat more junk than he should, which contributes to his weight gain. Number 9, Shane. His channel used to be good, but it veered off into a different but still entertaining direction with conspiracies and documentaries. He even invented the largest makeup sale in history with the conspiracy palettes. Then the drama spiraled downward, and before that he was accused of sexually abusing a cat. However, he admitted to doing the same to Lucas Cruikshank, who did Fred, and this channel, as well as his other channel, Shane Dawson TV, were eventually demonetized. Once a true legend, he is now a bad guy. And this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you on the next video.